1. Hold on, just like that. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. If you're new here, if you're interested in being a braider, this class is for you completely free. No courses, no guides are being sold. Just free education for anybody that wants to level up their braid game. All right. All right, y'all, I'm going to show y'all how to add in. Let me braid down a little. So when you are adding bohemian pieces, this is the first thing. The first thing you need to know, are you doing extra bohemian pieces? Are you doing not so much bohemian pieces? Is your, like, for example, I'll say me. I have a hairstyle that's about, I don't know, but I include 3 bundles. There's 3 bundles. That's why if you go on my page, you'll see everybody's bohemian knotless is full. 9 times out of 10, it's more curls than braids. Everybody bohemian knotless is full, full, full. So you have to determine, you know, this, how much bohemian you're adding in the hairstyle determines the price as well. You know, I can't provide 3 bundles that cost $60 each and only charge $200. You know, that just don't make no sense. So you have to figure out how much you're adding or how many packs you're adding. Okay, let me see. Okay, boom. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera. Y'all know I don't play about them Angies, okay? Thank you, girl. Who's new here? Is there anybody new in the chat that actually want to learn? Or is everybody playing games? Who's playing games and who want to learn? Let me fix my angle really quickly, just like that. All right, me, De'Ara Love, she's new. Charlotte's new. Oh, we got a lot of new people. Hey, new people. New people, what's going on with y'all? Kennedy, Anna, Star, Shauna, hey, Cynthia, hey, look, Cynthia, what we talked about, I'm doing it right now. Look, watch this. Bow, it's done, Cynthia. Yep, I don't play them games. Hello, Miss Cynthia. I'm here watching. Okay, period. Classic hairstyles and vlogs. Okay, so what we're doing is I'm showing you guys how to add in a bohemian braid. 9 times out of 10, when I am doing bohemian braids, again, braiding is an art. There's no specific place to add this bohemian curl in. I would be a fool to tell you, make sure you add it exactly here, exactly there, and exactly there. No, this is an art. There's times where you can do 3 bohemian pieces in 1 braid. You could do 6 bohemian in 1 braid. You could do 1 bohemian in 1 braid. It depends on the hairstyle and what you're doing. So every time I add in my bohemian, thank you, Star. Yes, make sure y'all subscribe. My name is Emma. Hey, Emma, clock it. She said clock it. Okay, look. Anytime I add in a bohemian, it's like adding in a piece of hair. So I'm going to show y'all how I add in hair. Even though this ain't about adding the hair. Look. I place it just like that. But we're going to do a bohemian piece, okay? I got my bohemian piece. I prep all of my curls. All of my curls are prepped. I do not play that. I'm not stopping to prep curls. That take too much time. I rather 100% prep my curls before I start. So I take it. I bend it a little. I'm not adding it on this side. No. Just as though this was I said just as so. As if this was a regular piece of hair. I take it like that. Here, I'm going to zoom in so y'all can really see. Okay. Everybody good? Look. I take it. I make sure this is a little long enough because if I'm adding an end up here, like if I'm adding it like this, that's going to be really easy to pull out. Look, watch this. Pulled out, okay? You don't want that. So when you add in the bohemian braid, you want to make sure you are adding the other side in a lot. Not a lot, but y'all know what I mean. Let's be real. First time watching, period. No problem. I subscribe, period. If you're new, subscribe. Let me know if you subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you need any help, you can DM me on Instagram. Okay, boom. When I add in my bohemian curl, I make sure I add in a lot because I don't want nobody's curls coming out, okay? Just as if you was to add in a regular piece. Look, I do this, bow 1. I do this, bow 2. Look how much is going to get braided down. I'll do it again, 3 and 4. I'll take this bohemian curl. I'll wrap it around my comb or my clip, whatever. I'll take it. I'll wrap it around. I'll continue the braid. And look, this piece right here. Now, I don't know if y'all know, a lot of people do boho braids, and they literally leave this piece out. They do not cut this piece. They leave this piece out. But look, I'm going to continue to braid. I'm going to continue to braid. It might stick out by itself. It might not. But I'm going to tell y'all what I do. So look, I don't know if y'all can see or not. The end is right here. Usually 9 times out of 10, if I do not see it sticking out, I will not touch it. But if I feel like it's going to end up coming out, I'll pull it out just like that, and I'll cut this piece. A lot of braiders leave this piece in here, y'all. I promise. I wouldn't lie. A lot of braiders leave this piece in here because they feel like it's too much to go back and cut, and they just leave it there. Not me. I make sure I cut all of those out. Okay, I'm going to add another one. And look. Do you think this is going to come out? Look how much of it is braided in. For this to come out, baby, we're going to need some scissors. This is not coming out nowhere. Okay? Y'all see, this is not coming out. Okay, it's popping in the chat. What's up, homies, everybody? This is how I add my curls in too, except I put the hair in the way. I put the weave in. Okay. That is a good braid. Thank you. I'm going to do another one, okay? Just like this. Bow. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Let me know if you subscribe. Great teaching techniques, girl. Thank you, Annalisa. I'm trying to make sure I'm on point. And the way I explain might not be so professional. I just explained the best way I could. Okay. I'm gonna do a blonde curl. Let's just do a blonde curl. Right, Michaela? It's popping in the chizzy. All right, boom. Boom. Look. When you're adding the curl, y'all, don't add in a little. This is a no-no. No-no. You don't want your clients' curls coming out. Then they're going to text you. They're going to say this. They're going to say that. And now you have to give somebody their money back after you just did 6, 7, 8, 9 hard hours of work, okay? Just like that. Bow. Bow. Look. Look how much is going to be in there. This is impossible to get pulled out. Boo. I'm new. Hey, Manithia. Is that right? I don't know if I said your name right. I take the curl. I move it out the way. I continue to braid down. Now, a lot of people, what they will do with this, you can either tuck it like this. I'm going to show you a couple things you could do. You can either tuck it. Tuck it is basically just wrapping it in the hair. Like a piggy in a blanket, right? You can either tuck it like that. Hold on. Sometimes tucking don't be tucking. That's why I don't tuck. But you can either tuck it, or 9 times out of 10, if you just continue to braid down, it might stick out by itself. I'm going to just braid down. You see how I'm braiding down, and you see how it's sticking out? What I would do is I would take it. I do this with all my clients, y'all. I pull it out, and I'll snip that off just like that. I'm new. I love your videos, period. If you subscribe, say me. If you subscribe, say me. If you subscribe, say me, period. Just like that. Thank you, Dara, for subscribing. We got a real one in the chat. Pretty little thing. Harley, Monica, Tay, Manithia, Alicia, Keena, Hello Kitty, Autumn and Summer for life. Aniya.LaRaye, pretty girl. Kylie, Adams, Trip, Marie, Aniya, too cute. Felinia, Licia, the 3 sisters that don't play. I subscribe, period. Y'all's funny. Okay, I'm going to add in another piece. Is everybody catching this vibe? Period. Y'all some real ones. Thank y'all. Hey, pretty girl Sky. I subscribe. Thank you, Emma. I started watching your videos last night. Oh, for real, Harley? Harley, you're able to DM me. So if you want to DM me, you can, okay? So look, again, I'm going to zoom out a little. She said I got it. Hello, I subscribe. Period. Thank you. All right. Again, we're not doing little piece. Why are we not doing little piece? Too easy to be pulled out. Too easy to be pulled out. Your client, most times, 9 times out of 10, when clients have knotless braid, they're going to manipulate these braids. Manipulating meaning putting it up in ponytails, doing different styles, pulling it up, pulling it down, doing this hairstyle, doing that hairstyle. There's no way that your client's curl should be coming out, especially if you want to charge a certain amount for these braids. I love your videos. They are so entertaining. Thank you, Buki. I'm in cosmetology school and braids are a struggle. Rain, I be talking about cosmetology school, girl. They don't be teaching about no braids in there. They be teaching about coloring, cutting, infections, diseases, dyeing hair. It's a lot that they do not talk about when it comes to braids. One more. After this, I'm going to show y'all some scalp braids, okay? Hey, I'm a new subscriber. Thank you. Oh my God, if you subscribe, thank you. Y'all, I got my camera. I'm picking my camera up, but that's another story. I want to learn how to braid because I will be the only 12-year-old in my school who could braid. Harley, well, you better learn how to braid. Y'all is the upcoming braiders. Anybody that's 8, 9, 10, y'all are the next upcoming braiders, and this is why I'm teaching this class, because y'all are up next. I don't want anybody taking advantage of y'all, using y'all, y'all doing these low prices for work that take like 9, 10 hours. We're just not doing that. Okay, I got y'all. Trust me. I got y'all with a long form YouTube video as well about everything that I know when it comes to braiding. Yeah, I'm telling you, Rain, I'm not just a braider. Look, I got my license. I got my license. It was not easy. I talk about it all the time. Rain, you're in the right place. I'm telling you. Sorry, y'all. I got to fix my camera. All right. All right. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to show y'all the scalp, okay? Just like this. I'm going to do it as slow as possible. Should I start with cornrows or knotless first? I think you should start with cornrows. But here is 7/16. Oh, the time? It's 7/16 for me, too. All right. I'm going to add one more. Somebody tell me some do's and don'ts before I add this in. What are some do's and don'ts before I add this curl in? What am I not going to do? I need to make sure everybody's in their P's and Q's. How long you done this for? I've been braiding since I was 8 years old. I am now 21. Nobody taught me how to do a knotless. Nobody taught me how to do a feed-in. Nobody taught me how to do a side braid. Nobody taught me how to do anything. I am self-taught. Don't put a little hair. Thank you, Where My Leo. Thank you. Don't put a little bit of hair. And thank you, Look, Harley, you on your P's and Q's. Not too sure. I love your videos so much. Thank you. Don't put it out too far. It will slip. Thank you. That's number one. Now, I have a question for y'all because, again, I'm telling y'all, a lot of braiders leave this piece out. For y'all upcoming braiders, this question is for you. Are you leaving this out, or are you going to go back, take like maybe a second or two to cut it? Because I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Y'all new people be like, is you showing your face? Y'all are late. My face is all over this channel. What time is it at your place? Because you are starting at 6, it's 7 here. No, this online braid academy start at 6:45. We don't get started until like 6:55. And right now the time is 7:17. I'm going to leave this out. I'm going to cut it. Automatically cut it. Take a second or two to cut it. Yes, y'all don't want to leave this out, y'all. And then look, let me get my scissors. And this is something else. When I'm adding the hair in, I'm not adding the curl in, braiding down, cutting. No, I braid this whole braid down. Oh, there's another trick I want to tell y'all. Yeah, I'm going to say it real quick. So if you're in the chat, listen, this is serious. Boom. A lot of people ask for bohemian ends. My bohemian ends is considered this. Look, when you are doing a knotless braid and you're at the end of the braid, you add a curl to the end of the braid. So look, I'm going to add my curl. If you in here right now, you lucky and you better not give my secret away. Okay? When people say, I want curly ends. All right, bet. So look, we're going to braid this down. Watch this, y'all. This might blow y'all minds. We're going to braid this down, okay? We're going to cut this. Look, let me zoom in. This is a secret gem. We're going to take this out. Look, and it pulls out easy. We go back. We snip that one. I'm going to go zoom out. All right, and then I pull it down because everything was pulled up. I go back. I get as close to the braid as possible. I just push the scissors back. I'm not cutting like that. No, I'm not cutting. No, we're cutting this whole thing off. Push the scissors back just like that. Snip and snip. Now, I'm going to dip this braid real quick, okay? Look, I'm going to dip the braid really, really quickly. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second before I pass out. Okay, boom. Look at this braid. I'm going to take my hot water. I'm going to dip just like this. I dip all the way up. A lot of people say, oh, don't dip all the way up because, oh, you're burning the hair. How am I burning the hair when a flat iron does way more damage? That's what I want to know. So you're telling me if I put a flat iron on my skin, it's not going to burn? No, I dip all the way up. And look, this looks like it has curly ends. So when people ask for curly ends, I just make sure to add like 1 or 2 curls at the ends. And that is considered my curly ends. Some people really like put a curl at the end and braid it down and this ends up being curly. I don't do that. That's the part I always mess up. Leave the little blunt part, and when I dip it, it don't come out how I wanted it. Now I have to cut it. Yes. Wait, let me reread what you said, Charisma. That's the part I always mess up. I leave the Charisma, you better not leave the little blunt part. Charisma, if you're charging like $100, that's cool. Leave the little blunt part. This is how I do my braids. I'm not cutting that off. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. But if you are going to be charging $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 for certain hairstyles, make sure that hairstyle is perfect. Perfect to the T. Now, if you don't want to charge that price, if you want to charge around $180, $200, $260, I say leave it in there. If we're being honest, you get what you pay for. So it's really up to the stylist. Okay, y'all see? That's how you add bohemian pieces out. I'm going to give all of these a tug. Not coming out. Not coming out. It's not coming out. Look. Not coming out. And neither is this one at the end. Ooh. It came out, y'all. It came out. But y'all know it wasn't going to come out if I didn't tug that hard. And shouldn't nobody be tugging that hard on their hair anyway. Okay? Not too much on the braid that just came out, y'all. Alright, now it's time to show y'all how to crochet these curls, okay? A lot of people do the, hey girl. A lot of people are doing the 2 curls in the front. There's a hairstyle I did. Y'all, stop it for real. Strong enough to survive a middle school fight. Oh my God, Harley, for real, stop. Stop it for real. I'm trying not to laugh. Okay. Pretty West Wisconsin. Hey, Pretty West. Hey, Pretty West. Okay, y'all, for real. This is not funny. This is serious. People want bohemian curls sticking out. You got people saying, oh, I would never get bohemian curls sticking out. It looks crazy. It looks a mess. There is people out there that likes bohemian curls sticking out the scalp. And when I say sticking out the scalp, I just mean like hanging from the scalp. I'm going to show y'all 2 different ways where you can add a bohemian to the front. Now the Alicia Keys braids. Thank you, girl. Girl, you yanked that to the God. Yeah, and mind you, ain't nobody should be yanking on anybody's braids like that. So I was just showing y'all this ain't coming out, but that last one definitely came out. But make sure you just braid it in the long piece. Make sure it's braided in so that thing is secure. Thank you, girl. No, I didn't do my hair. This girl did it. Her name is Tajay. I'm taking this out in 2 days, y'all. Okay, so boom. What was I talking about again? I'm all over the place now. What was I talking about? Oh, adding in the bohemian curls. All right. Alicia Keys braids is one hairstyle where a lot of people want the 2 curls in the front. I did some natural band 2 knots. She wanted curls like coming out. So boom. I'm going to show y'all how to do curls coming out first. Uh-oh. Sorry, Miss Quantasia. All right, I'm going to zoom in. Does the mannequin head move or spin while you're trying to do this hair? Nope. It usually don't because of this thing right here. I can move it if I loosen this up. I'm going to show you just because. Are you interested in purchasing one of these so you can start learning how to braid? Here, I'm going to show you. And all of this is linked in my Amazon storefront. Look, I did it a little too tight. Okay, so now I can move this, but wherever I want this to be, so I'm going to stand it straight up, and I'm going to tighten it. Okay. Thank you, girl. Where are you from? Take a guess. Do anybody know where I'm from? Do anybody know where I'm from? All right. So, for example, I I just had a client. She got Alicia Keys braids. Pittsburgh. Yes, Charisma. Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh. She said California. Okay, for real, y'all. This is serious. Alabama. I'm from Pittsburgh. Okay, boom. My client recently got Alicia Keys braids. I took her pictures. I sent her on the way. Y'all, I'm too real of a hairstylist. I'm looking at the pictures like, oh, I forgot to add the 2 curly pieces. I called her up. Yo, where you at? I forgot to add your curly pieces. I could pull up on you, add them in. She gave me her address. I pulled up on her and I put her curly pieces in. So if you ever forget, it's okay. Make sure you have one of these on hand. This tool is really, really good. This is a crochet needle. These go for like $1. You can really find it for 99 cents. No more than $5. This is like a really good tool just to have in general as a braider. So boom. All right. For example, say I want these 2 curls to fall this way, okay? Number 1 is, hold on, I'm going to zoom in because this is really important, y'all. Like, really pay attention because you're going to wonder why your curls ain't falling a certain way. If I want her curls to fall this way, I am not going to crochet this braid in this way. Does that make sense? If I was to crochet this braid this way, it's more so, I got to draw on her. If I draw on her, is that doing too much? If I crochet this braid through this way, it is going to be more so like this. The curls is more so going to fall like this versus falling like that. Can you show me how to position my hands on the next braid you do? Yes, Harley, I got you. All right, so boom. If your client wants some crochets, not some crochets, some bohemians in the front, this is what you do, okay? You take the crochet needle. I wish you did my hair in braids. I could. Where you at, girl? I stick it through. Okay, just like that. Look, I'm going to put this through. I'm going to close it up. I'm going to pull it through. Uh-oh. Just like that, okay? Hold on. All right. So you see how it's falling? Look how it's falling. It's falling on this side of the face. Now I'm going to just show you real quick what it would look like if I was to crochet it this way. All right, I'm going to stick it through. Just like that. Look. You see what I mean when I said it's going to fall a certain way? Look, I got some hair in the way. I got to get that hair out. All right, just like that. You see that? You see how this is more so on the side of her face? So, depending on how you crochet it through really plays a big part, okay? So, let me get another curl. Oh, I'm messing these curls up. Like, I got to do hair tomorrow. All right. I take my needle. I crochet it through just like that. Crochet. Oh, no, this is the wrong way. What am I doing? All right, I take the crochet. I stick it in. Hold on. Let me do something really quickly. And when you're crocheting in, y'all, I'm going to keep it a stack. You can't have no big old piece. It has to be like, it don't have to be too skinny. Make sure the curl is still seeable, but you cannot crochet no big old piece, okay? It has to be somewhat on the skinny side. So just like that, close it up. Just like that. Other side. I take my crochet needle. And I'm going to pull on this to show y'all how this one don't come out. Just like that. Make sure you're holding this. Pulling that through, okay? I take my crochet needle. Just like that. Wrap it around. Close that up. Bow. Alright? I take my crochet needle. Crochet it through. Uh-oh. Wrap it up. Just like that. Bow. Alright. I take my crochet needle. Clip it up. Uh-oh. Clip it up. Bow. Okay. I'm going to pull this because you don't want, look, I'm going to zoom in really quickly. I don't know if y'all can see or not. This is right here. This is basically the curl. You don't want the curl to be sticking out or anything like that. So when you're pulling it through, make sure you really pull it through so it's not sticking through. Okay, I take my crochet needle. I stick it through. I clip it up like that. Pull it through. Bow. I'm tugging on it. Take my crochet needle. Put it through. Just like that. Clip it up. Bow. Okay. I take my crochet needle. I put it through, and y'all, it's necessary to do this as many times as you think. You don't want this to come out, and nobody should be pulling on this anyway. You know, this is not something that should be pulled on. This curl is not going to just slip out. It needs to be pulled on. Can you do scalp braid? Can you do a tutorial on the next braid? Yes, I got you, Cherish. Okay, he said, go on, my black sister. I'm screaming. Thank you. Okay, take my crochet needle, crochet it through. Clip it, and this thing is going to get smaller and smaller. Like, this part is going to get smaller and smaller, so you got to really be, is the word precise with it? All right, I'm going to zoom in so y'all can see. You got to do this as many times as possible. If you forgot to braid this in, you can always crochet it in, and just because you're crocheting it in does not mean that it's going to come out. You just got to really secure that thing and let your client know this is secured in, but do not pull on it. If you want to pull on it, then that's another story. But if you just want it there, it's going to stay there. All right, look. I'm going to zoom in. Hold on. Hi, I'm new. Hey, I was about to troll. I thought you was a white woman. LOL, the zoom on the hands killed me. No, I'm not a white woman. I'm black as pie. Mom black, dad black. Okay? All right, let's get active. All right, look, it's getting smaller and smaller. How do you do the boho braids? I'll show you again, girl. Because, yeah, I'm going to show you again. So, look, it's getting smaller. Look at this piece of hair. Before it was long. Now it's getting smaller. You just have to really make, if you're able to get it in the hook, you're good. Make sure you get it in a hook. Make sure that clip comes up. I don't know if y'all can see it. Make sure that clip comes up. Uh-oh. Make sure that clip comes up. Look. Can y'all see? It's about to close. And boom. Pull, pull, pull. I'm going to do it probably one more time. All right. Just like that. You take the crochet needle. You stick it through. Pull it up. Bow. All right. Now, what you can do when you're at this point is you can cut it, okay? But mind you, this little thing that I was crocheting, I crocheted it this way, that way, this way, that way. So it's basically like a knot, and it's stuck and it's locked in there. How do you get them out? You can either cut them out, or when it's time to take your braids out, you can take them out. So I'm going to pull. Before I cut, though, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab. Look, it's so small, I can't even grab it. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to make sure it's tight. I'm pulling it, and I am going to snip it. Mind you, these are curls that stand in the front of the braid. Nobody should be pulling. I'm going to pull a couple times, but nothing too crazy. Look. I'm tugging. You can see her head moving. I'm tugging, 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 tugging. And look, that braid is in there. Just remind your client that, honey, this braid is for decoration to sit in your face. So don't be fighting, because if you fight and it gets snatched out, it might get snatched out. Okay, I need help trying to give my son a good retwist on his dreads. Okay, I like this technique. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it when you are braiding. Now, this way is a little more secure just because it's being braided in, but either way works. Once again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. I would prefer this way if anybody was doing my hair, but accidents happen, people forget, and it's not impossible for you not to have the curl because the stylist forgot to add it in, okay? I'm gonna flop my camera around. No, I'm not gonna flop my camera around. Yeah, them curls is coming right out. Okay, I'm going to comb this up. I'm going to show y'all how to add a curl in without crocheting it. If you don't have the crochet needle, you have to remember to add the curl in. If you do your client's whole head and you know they want curls coming out and you forget, you're literally going to have to take them braids out and add them in. That's why everybody should have a crochet needle on deck. If you don't have one, I advise you to get one, okay? So again, if my client wants braids coming through the front, I'm going to do a quick braid really quickly. 1, 2, 3. If you know, you know. I got a class on how to do cornrows. All right, I'm going to pick up. If your client want the braid in their face, there's no reason you should be adding the curl all the way back here. So you take your curl. Let me get my curl really quickly. All right, hold on. Let me pick a different curl that was a little on the bigger side. You take your curl, just as if you was to add hair in. You add it in. You make sure this piece is out the way, and you continue to braid. I'm a braid. I'm gonna continue to braid. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna continue to braid. I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna continue to braid. Pick up. Braid. Now I'm literally braiding this curl in. This curl is not going nowhere. Okay. All right. I'm keeping my stitch tight. Just like that. Let me see. All right. Everything's good. Alrighty, just like that. Keeping my stitch tight. I'm continuously braiding. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Alright. I'm going to braid back a little bit. Well, that girl in the front came out. I know how to braid, but I don't know how to add hair into the braids or how to add in the hair. I got you. I got a class on how to add the hair in. Very skilled indeed. Thank you, Justice. How do I braid my own hair? Girl, you're going to need like a mirror or 2, honey. You're going to need at least 2 mirrors if you want to braid your own hair. So look, either way works. Hold on, there's something that I want to cut really quickly. Okay, there's 2 different techniques to add the curls in. And obviously both techniques work. Uh-oh, my camera's falling. Yes, girl, I didn't have to get no root canal or anything like that or my wisdom teeth pulled out. They are doing amazing. Also happy I didn't have to get them pulled out because I'm a scaredy cat. Oh my God, the camera keeps falling, guys. Y'all see this though? Look, 2 different ways you can add the curls in. And when you're done adding the curls in, you're not going to dip those. You just take a little mousse. Nothing too crazy. You take a little mousse. Most people want that wet and wavy curl look. You take a little mousse. You put it on the curl. Define the curl a little. Watch this. Bow, play with your kids, not me. AA. Look at this one. Bow, play with your kids, not me. AA. Okay. Now I'm going to show how to. Is that everybody got that? Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything that I did not say that you did not understand? Let me know so I can clarify for you, ladies. All right. How much is the class and where is it located? So a lot of people get confused. This is the class. This is not the first YouTube live that I started. I have probably like 10 of them up so far, and I started from like start to finish. I got all about foundation. All about foundation, you should be taking notes. I got tools and products. On that tools and products, you should be writing down notes. And the rest is really just hands-on and learning. I have a question. If I'm white, should I not be watching this because other lives that I watch say I can't be in there? Kenzie, if you're going to allow somebody to tell you you can't watch their live, that is a personal issue. Me personally, I don't care what anybody say. I'm going to watch what I want. I'm going to do what I want, and can't nobody tell me nothing. So that is my advice to you. If you're going to allow somebody to tell you that you cannot watch a public live that's public and live, then yeah. What if you have dandruff? How could you do that? Can you make like a video or if somebody have dandruff like this? I'm going to do another knot list really quickly. Amen. Amen to that. You don't tell nobody. Not me. I don't know about y'all, but not me. All right. Y'all want me to do another knot list, okay? Just like that. Take a little part. I'm going to show you how to add the Bohemian in. Just like that. Take my gel. I comb it through. Just like that. Bow. Okay. Why do people keep asking that? It don't matter if you're white or black. You can do whatever you please. You don't want to braid. You don't want to watch. Don't let no one stop you from your passion. Preach, Charisma. I need to pin this. Preach. Preach. This side we could see better. Okay, perfect. I'm going to grab my hair. If you know, you know. Y'all got to tap in. A lot of y'all new beginners are starting y'all knotless braids off like this. And then you're adding the hair. That is a huge no-no. You want to add that hair in immediately. Okay? You add that hair in. You don't even do a full braid. Okay? I'm going to add that hair in again. Bow. I'm going to continue to braid. Usually when I'm doing bohemian braids and I'm like around the front area of my clients, I make sure to do curls at the very beginning because most people like a lot of curls. If y'all don't know, a lot of people like a lot of curls. Like, people don't want a little bit of curls. They want a lot of curls. But if you want a lot of curls, you're going to have to pay, you know? Especially when you're paying $60 for a pack of curls and you're prepping them. Like, you got to get paid for that, okay? Just like that. Move it out the way. Pick it up, wrap it around, continue to braid, okay? As you can see, that little piece is about to stick out. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I continue to braid. I add a little more hair, bow, just like that. Pick it up, continue to braid, get my gel, bow, 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 braid, 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 get my curl, pick it up, stick it in, just like that. Look, as long as it's enough where you know that this is not going to come out, look. Look. Just like that. Put the curl up, continue to braid, just like that. That piece might come out, it might not come out. So when it comes to that piece that stick out, sometimes you're able to braid that piece in the braid and you don't have to cut. So if that piece is braided in the braid and it's not sticking out, do not take, you know, seconds to be pulling stuff out that's not going to come out. If it's locked in, you don't got to pull it out. If it's sticking out, I advise you to cut it. Depending on how much you're charging, I advise you to cut it. All right. Like right now, you can't see it sticking out. This is her color 4 hair. I just watched her short on how to do a cornrow. It helps so much. Thank you, Cherish. Yeah, if you have any questions, a lot of y'all don't know. I want y'all to know who y'all are learning from. When you're done with this, actually, I'm going to give y'all something really quickly. If I can find it, here it goes. I need you to screenshot this. A lot of y'all are scrolling on YouTube, and I'm coming up on your For You page. I want y'all to screenshot this. 1, 2, ready, go. Screenshot this. Search it up on Google. Search it up on Instagram. And this is who's teaching you. If you are on this live right now, you have access to DM me. Send me your work. Ask for any questions, advice, any concerns. I will literally go over the videos you are sending me. I'll go over the pictures you are sending me, and I'll let you know what to do and what not to do. Okay? I do hair in my shop. I have a little suite. Thank you, Makayra. All right, I'm going to back up a little. I'm going to continue to braid. And another thing a lot of people mess up with, this braid is getting more so on the skinny side. You shouldn't be adding big pieces. And I'm going to show y'all the difference of big pieces and little pieces. Let me see. Let's just say this was one piece versus this piece, okay? This is 2 together. It might not look that big because the camera, but it's definitely big, okay? When your braid is getting more so skinny, you don't want to be adding big pieces. It's not going to look right. Make sure your curl match the density, should I say? I hope that was the right word, of the braid. So I'm going to continue to braid. Just like that. I'm going to put this curl in. Just like that. Wrap it around. Continue to braid. You are something special. Most people don't even entertain the thought of helping others. Yes, girl. And people don't even know why I want to start the Braid Academy. I literally just bought the Osmo Cosmo DJ camera, whatever it's called, 3. And I'm going to do a story time on why I started this Braid Academy. There's a lot of upcoming braiders who's 8 years old, 9-year-old, and they really can do hair. And then you got their aunt and godmom saying, hey, little Shay Shay, can you give me some knotless? I'll give you $60. Little Shay Shay, not knowing her worth, is going to say, yeah, auntie, yeah, godmom, I got you. Now little Shay Shay end up finding herself braiding for hours and hours for $60. That's not cool. I don't condone that, and that's not happening. They're going to be mad at me. They're going to be like, who is Aniya.LaRaye telling these little girls to charge their worth? Just like you said, Aniya.LaRaye telling these little girls to charge their worth. Hello. Hello and goodbye at the same time. What are we saying? Hello, good night, and good morning at the same time. Thank you. All right. I'm going to continue to braid down. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I'm going to continue to braid down. Okay. We're braiding. I'm adding another piece of curl. I'm going to add a blonde curl. No, for real. It's not cool. I have little cousins that know how to braid. Like, they're like 10, 11, and they really can braid. I'm like, y'all, if you can braid, you can make some money. I'm telling y'all, I don't have no other job. If you can braid, if you, listen, my 12-year-old wants to braid. I just sent her your channel. Thank you, Coco. Make sure you tell her to subscribe. If she does braid, she's able to DM me on Instagram, send me pictures. My DMs ain't popping like that. I can take a couple seconds to reply to people. So since Mom's in here, you can tell her to send me her work if she do braids, and we can go over it. Thank you. How I want to learn to braid. So I think I'm going to watch this live, period. Okay, I'm going to continue to braid down. I'm going to do some cutting, and then we will go from there. Can I send you a picture of my new hairstyle? I just learned it's not braids, but I would love your feedback. Yes, girl, please send it to me. DM it on Instagram. When you DM me on Instagram, make sure you say Harley. I'll remember who Harley is, because Harley, you were saying that you're new, you like my content. I remember. I don't play them silly games. I remember. I'm going to cut these braids out, okay? I'm actually going to dip this braid too, just so y'all can see what it looks like. Okay, there's pieces sticking out. It ain't nothing to take a couple seconds out your time to stick pieces for pieces to come out. You will have some braiders that say I'm not doing that. You will have some braiders that say just tuck it, but you can't always tuck. It ain't always going to tuck, especially if it's a blunt end. Okay, I'm gonna take this just like that. I'm gonna put my water up. Oh, I didn't even finish the braid. You cannot be dipping if you did not finish. This is a big no-no. Can't wait until after summer because I'm about... Yes, Marsha. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, hair will turn you up. Okay? Y'all don't matter your skin color. Thank you, girl. I'm continue to braid really quickly. Braid, 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 braid. Look, y'all, if you're sitting here for hours doing this, you think you're going to get paid $200? If you think you're going to get paid $200, you need to have some more self-worth. Nobody should be standing here for 8 hours charging $200. That just shouldn't happen. We're talking 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Gas prices is going up. Grocery prices is going up. Rent prices is going up. Why do braiders have to charge $280 for braids? But the people that's doing the wig installs can charge $350. Braids is going to last. I had these braids in since like January 22nd, I think. Braids is going to last. And I got to touch up. Y'all want to see the back of my hair? Look at the back of my hair, y'all. It might be shameful, but I also want to see it too. So I'm going to show y'all the back of my hair, and I'm going to look at it on the TV, okay? Look, they're old. Let's see. Hold on, it didn't come up on the TV yet. Look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But guess what? I didn't have to do my hair in a long time. Braids are an investment, okay?